Howdy, gang. Listen, I've had something on my mind here the last couple days, and I need to share it with you all. This is my plea to military and law enforcement personnel. With everything that's going on here, I think it's pretty important, and I think if you know anybody who is serving in either, you need to remind them of this, and maybe forward this video to them. So really, what I want to say is that our economy is crumbling before us. Okay, and we find ourselves standing at a crossroads, right? And where one road leads to liberty, the other road leads to tyranny. Okay, and for every day that this economic oppression continues, the threat of tyranny creeps further into our society. And it sinks its teeth into liberty like a lion into its prey. And in the name of safety for all humanity, this scenario, it might be COVID-19 right now, coronavirus. There's something else coming down the road. There might be another wave of this and another wave after that. And if it's not this, it's going to be some other thing. Are we going to live in fear our whole lives at the cost of our society? This scenario will play over and over until liberty is defeated. As military and law enforcement, I'm speaking specifically to our military and law enforcement, you have taken an oath to uphold and protect the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. With all of the executive orders that are being forced upon us, upon this society in this particular time, it's important for you to remember one thing. The only order that you have to take is a constitutional order. For an unconstitutional order is unlawful in this country. And it's as simple as that. Soon, if tyranny has its way, you'll be standing at your own crossroads. The regime that is coming is going to order you to turn on your people. That's how tyranny works. And it's all going to be in the name of safety for all of society, all of humanity, that we need you to do this one thing. And it won't be this one thing, it'll be another thing and another thing after that. And you're either going to have to follow those orders and impose this unconstitutional act of force upon your fellow man, or you're going to have to hold to your oath, the oath you took, and stand down from the order and stand up for freedom. And what's at stake for you? Your job? Millions of people have lost their job. They've lost their business. Their livelihood is decimated. Is it the $30 or $40 or $50,000 a year salary? Is that what your soul is worth? Many years from now, when you have grandchildren, those grandchildren come and ask you about this day, what are you going to tell them? You're going to tell them that you stood as tools for tyranny, like the many others before you that stood in your place, and at the behest of some tyrannical regime, they carried out the murder of millions of innocent people. Will you tell them about your part that you took in the destruction and dismantling of the last bastion of freedom this world has? Or are you going to tell them that you stood against the regime and that you stood and fought for the God-given freedom that this country has to offer? And you took a stand to protect and secure the liberty of the greatest society known to mankind. This day, you have to make a decision. Who will you serve? Will you serve God or will you serve man? What will be the line that you refuse to cross? Will it be ordering people into their homes and arresting them when they come out of their homes? Will it be forcing people to have a test, a virus test, or take a vaccine? Or will it be ordering people to get on a train, to ship them off for processing? What's it going to be? Because don't think that any of that's far-fetched. That has happened in history. We are not immune to it. What's your line? Have you thought about it? Listen, as millions of people are confined to their homes, they're prevented from gathering in worship. They're having, what you see in Canada, they're having their guns taken away. They're banned. I wonder why that is. They're having all these liberties taken away from those whose greatest success in the world has been to get your vote. That's it. And they swear allegiance to something other than you. And all of this continues as tyranny marches relentlessly forward, destroying everything in its path. What side of history do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the side of liberty or on the side of tyranny? The choice is yours. And I'm asking you today to consider those things before they come to pass, before they happen. Have your mind made up that you are going to hold to your oath of office and protect the Constitution of the United States of America and all the citizens in this country from tyranny. We have your back. Will you stand against tyranny, or will you surrender your soul to the garbage heap of history? You need to figure this out. It's time for you to make a decision. What side of history you're going to be on. Choose wisely. I'm praying for you. Many of us are praying for you. We have your back. Listen, if you are serving or know anyone who is serving in military or law enforcement, they might need this bit of encouragement from you. Remind them of their oath and remind them that you have their back. Forward this video to them. Forward it to everyone you know. This message needs to get out. What is going to be... We're not even law enforcement. I mean, I'm just driving a truck and making videos. What's our line? What's the line that we won't cross? Or what is the line that we will not allow to be crossed before we take a stand for liberty? These unlawful orders that are coming down from the top, from executive offices in every state in this country, they are not lawful. And these people do not have the right to destroy your livelihood, no matter what it is. The Constitution doesn't exist with the exception of this crisis or that crisis. No. Everything has to pass the test of the Constitution, or it's unconstitutional. Support your military and your law enforcement. Remind them that you have their back, but remind them of the oath that they took and that they have to keep it. That's pretty much my message today. Pass this around to everyone. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.